Hello?
Hello.
Hey, boo. Where are you?
I'm outside. My sister just got back in the car.
Oh, okay. Just go through the back door so nobody sees you.
All right, I'm at the back door.
Just go in.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Hey. What'd you bring? What did you bring?
Presents.
What do you got? Show me.
Chips.
Nice. What kind is it? Thank you. It's so nice to finally see you.
What's up?
This is crazy.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Why?
I've never done this. Have you?
No.
So what do you want to do?
A hug?
I don't know.
Hey, Boo.
Hey.
You have a seat right around that stool right there in front, please. No, right there. Please have a seat.
Okay.
Right there. Set the phone down, please. What is your plan here tonight?
Just hang out, watch football?
Hang out and watch football with whom?
With her.
Who's her?
With Bailey.
Bailey. And how did you meet Bailey exactly?
Through Whisper.
Whisper.
Hmm?
And do you know how old Bailey is?
She's 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
She told you she's 13. Not that that matters.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
30.
30. And why would you at 30 think it would be okay to hang out with a 13-year-old girl home alone?
I mean, we just hit it off, friends.
You hit it off with a 13-year-old girl.
We were just talking.
Just talking. Well, now you're here. This is more than talk.
I know, we just came to hang out. You know, I
And
brought
what, get a hug?
and watch football.
Watch football.
Yep.
Who's playing tonight?
Steelers and the Ravens. I had no intentions with nothing.
No intentions of...
Nope.
Well, John, what do you do for a living?
I was working at UPS.
UPS. Mm-hmm. And did you walk here today, or
No, my sister dropped me off.
you don't have a driver's license?
Yeah, I do.
No car.
No.
So what do you do at UPS?
I was a package handler.
Package handler. You're not there anymore.
No.
What do you do now?
Nothing.
Besides go online and try to talk to young girls?
I don't try to talk to... I mean, I just try to find a girl to talk to and hang out, whatever.
And how many times have you done this with somebody who's 13, 14 years old?
Never.
Never talked to another girl who said she was 13?
Nope.
Well, who's Brittany?
Who's Brittany?
That was the other girl you were talking to.
When was this?
Within the last few weeks. So you say to Bailey on Whisper that you're 30, how old are you? She says 13. You say, you're not 13 in that pic? Yes, I'll be 14 next month. That's pretty clear. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do. And later you tell her, I would love to be the first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to, and I wanted to. Feel me inside you, baby. Has that line ever worked for you before?
No.
Then why do you do that now?
There was no... I mean...
Well, what am I to make of this?
there was no intentions made by it.
That shows clear intent. I want you to feel me inside you. What did you mean by that exactly? And then you talk about that you and a bunch of people snuck into a mansion and partied for days. Where was that mansion?
That was a while ago.
How long ago?
Maybe 8, 9 years ago.
Oh, so it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
This does not look very good for you, John. The chat, the appearance, the Cheetos, the dark chocolate. Did you bring condoms with
No.
you? Not in your pockets?
Nope.
But you see how this looks.
Absolutely. I mean...
You're 30 years old. The girl you were talking to told you very clearly she was 13.
And I mean, I had no intentions just besides...
John, Why don't you just tell me what you were really up to?
Just to hang out, get to know her, you know?
Get to know her.
Yeah.
And if you were the parent of a 13-year-old girl, would you be comfortable with that?
I mean, it depends how if I'm a good person, you know, like...
Yeah, but typically good people don't meet strangers online, talk about sex, and then go over to visit, and within 3 minutes ask for a hug.
I mean, all they did was just ask for, you know, a hello hug, that was it.
With a 13-year-old girl. Walked right in the house.
Well, she told me to come in.
Does that make it right? Knowing that she's 13?
Oh, I wouldn't have never just walked in, you know, without talking to her, you know, without getting her okay.
Now, you talked about spending the night. Here, tonight.
Well,
Yes or no?
it depended, you know, like, if she had to wake up in the morning, you know, like, if I was gonna stay
Did she have
here.
to go to school?
She said she didn't have to go to school today. I mean, tomorrow.
So you could just spend the night and hang out with a 13-year-old girl. That's cool.
Well, I mean, I didn't plan on it.
You talked about it.
I mean, I was gonna leave after the football game.
Unless you spent the night.
No, I didn't plan on spending the night.
Well, you talked about having cannolis, a little dinner.
Yeah,
Sounds like you were going to have a special little night with your 13-year-old date.
no, just come over, have some cannolis, you know, some snacks, watch the football game.
Who's ringing you up?
Oh, my cousin.
Your cousin.
Yeah.
What does your cousin want? Does your cousin know that you're coming to visit a 13-year-old girl tonight?
No.
Your sister?
No, she knows that I was just coming to hang out with a girl.
So what would your sister think if she knew she was dropping you off at the home where a 13-year-old girl was alone? Think she'd be cool with that?
I mean, she probably would say, you know, just don't do it, you know, don't do anything stupid, you know?
Don't do anything stupid.
Right.
It seems like you've already done that.
All I was doing was just coming here to watch the game.
You tried to solicit a 13-year-old girl online using graphic sexual language. What do you think should happen to you?
Sir, I'm not like that and a bad guy. Trust me.
How does this look? How does that look? John, you tell me, how does it look? If you were me, what would you think?
That I honestly made a mistake.
That you made a mistake. Well, that's true. And how would you define that mistake?
Not to talk to girls like online.
Or try to come over and have sex with them?
I wasn't trying to come over and have sex with her.
John, do you want me to read it again? I would love to be the first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to, and I want you to feel me inside you, baby. What do you mean by that? Sounds like sex to me.
I was just playing with her,
Just playing with her.
not playing with her, but, you know, just seemed like where she was, you know, like,
She was 13.
I mean, I'd never had sex with her. I mean, I didn't plan on coming here to have sex
not-
with her.
Tonight, because I walked in.
And I didn't plan on it.
You didn't plan on it. Come on, you talked about it.
Like, that wasn't my intentions. I talked to her all day today about just coming over, watching the game, and just hanging out.
Salads.
About what?
You talked about salads.
About, like, food and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, about watching the game.
This is a whole different kind of food here that you're talking about. So what do you think should happen to you, John? You're in a bit of a fix here.
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Well, there's something you need to do, and that is I'm Chris Hansen, and this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator. Sir, if you want to leave, you should go out that door right there.
No. Stop, please.
Please, don't move.
Just follow my commands. Do you have anything on you that's gonna hurt us?
No, sir.
Any weapons? No. Can I see this scar?
Yep.
So, why do you think you're here?
Because I went to that house.
And how did you learn about that house?
By talking to that girl,
Do you remember what the girl's name is?
Bailey.
And how were you talking to Bailey? Were you talking on the phone? Or
Both.
like actual voice-to-voice conversations? Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, boo.
Hi, baby. What you doing?
What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
I'm just waiting for you.
Oh, are you?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I love you.
How did you first meet her?
On the internet.
What part of the internet? An application? What was the app?
Whisper.
Okay. And what about you wanting to feel, you want her to feel you inside her. I mean, I know what that means to me.
I know. I should never said no stupid shit like that.
And you're talking about wanting to make her calm.
I know. That was just all.
What did you think that, like, what is she supposed to read from that? Like,
Well, honestly, when I was talking to her, I was hoping that there was a chance that, that it was just, I don't even know why I said that to her.
yeah. Alright, let's stand up. I'm gonna stand up and turn around. Hands behind your back. I don't have my keys again.
Go downstairs.
Size this room now?
I don't know, we're just... Did you want
Hey, you want these cups?
Okay. You got it?
It's a pleasure working with you gentlemen. Absolutely.
We had some pizza together,
Oh, whatever. Took the pizza. Yep. These are yours.
John,
Good morning, Miss Beth. Okay, this is Fred. And I know you signed your rights downstairs, but I just, before we talk, I just have to have you sign another form. Another pen on actually, Fred. And this is the same stuff you initialed downstairs. But I just want you to see that your name is there and just initial again and sign if you're willing to talk to us.
what is my bond?
We haven't gotten to that point yet because we want to talk to you. And like I said before, we wrote out those charges, but we want to talk to you and hear your side of it, and then we'll go from there. You just need to sign right there. One more. Okay. So you're from Norwalk?
Mm-hmm.
You go out there?
Yes.
You have family that's still in Norwalk? Are you single?
Mm-hmm.
And that was your sister that dropped you off?
Mm-hmm.
Any other siblings?
Your brother?
Older or younger?
Younger. And I have a little boy.
You have a little boy? How old?
10.
And do you see him?
Mm-hmm.
You have full custody? Visits? What's
Visits.
Where is he?
Live in Norwalk.
And you work for UPS or are you on a
I just got laid off until holiday season come back around.
Right. UPS in Norwalk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you work through the night or during the day?
Early morning.
So why do you think you're here?
Because I went to that house
And how did you learn about that house?
I talked to that girl.
Do you remember what the girl's name is?
Bailey.
And how were you talking to Bailey? Were you talking on the phone?
Both.
Like actual voice-to-voice conversations?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did you first meet her?
Internet.
What part of the internet? An application?
Mm-hmm.
What was the app?
Whisper.
And what do people go on Whisper for? Like, what drew you to Whisper?
Just to talk, chat, you know.
With people you know, or
Yeah,
strangers, or
I mean,
what's
I
it
met
called?
maybe like one person that I know down there. That's it.
Yeah.
There's people like all over the United States.
Oh, okay. Do people use their real names?
I mean, I do.
Yeah. Do you expect when you meet somebody that that's really their name?
I mean, I would hope. I mean, I'm telling the truth, you know.
What name do you use on Whisper? You use John Dupee?
No, I use Johnny, Connecticut.
Johnny, Connecticut?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any other online names you use?
No.
Okay. What's the name Santoro or Santora? Do you ever use that?
No, I mean, I have. Because, I mean, I just got in trouble, so, you know, I don't want people in my business. So.
Right. So that is a name you use on social media sometimes?
I mean, just once or twice I have. Like, if people want to be asking my last name and stuff.
That's what you use?
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you? Is that special to you? Like, how'd you come up with that?
It's just random.
Okay. So you're on Whisper, and what were you looking for on Whisper? Just guy, girl?
It's just to meet somebody, have a friend.
Okay. And so how did you connect with Bailey?
Just talking. They were just talking and just hit it off and just kept talking.
Yeah. What kind of stuff did you talk about?
Sports, her moving from Cali to here, family, brothers, sisters, pets, food we like, everything.
Yeah. How long were you talking with her?
Like a week and a half.
Yeah. And when did the conversation change to actually getting together?
A couple of days ago.
How did that, like, did she invite you, or did you say you wanted to see her?
Both.
Can you tell me a little more about how it all came together?
She said that, you know, I'm really cool, and I said she's really cool, and maybe we can hang out. And she said, you're a sweet guy. You know, I said, you sound like you're sweet too, you know?
Mm-hmm. And then how did you find out about that house?
She told me
What'd she say?
that she was living there and with her mom, and I guess her mom, she said, went away or whatever. And then I was gonna go there and watch the football game with them.
What football game?
Steelers and the Ravens.
Okay.
And then it just turned into a fucking nightmare.
Was there some sex talk between the two of you?
I mean, a little chatter, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I had no plan of going over there and having sex with her. I had no condoms or nothing. I mean, I brought food to eat with her and snack. That's all I planned on doing.
Right. Did you tell her you were going to bring those foods?
Yep.
What foods did you bring?
A Snapple, potato chips, and I brought a candy bar.
What was the candy bar? I didn't notice.
It was chocolate with caramel because she said she likes caramel. So I brought that.
Yeah. So you said you were going to do, you said you were going to do these things for her, and you followed through and you did it.
Yep.
Yeah. So when you talked about having sex with her, that's kind of why, we see that you followed through with some of the things you were saying you were going to do. So that's why we're a little concerned. You said you were going to bring the chips and the iced tea, and you did. You said you wanted to be inside her. So it's just hard to...
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to have sex with her.
Yeah. Do you talk like that with other girls?
No.
Have you ever?
I really don't even, I'm not even on there much, you know? Like that. I swear to God, I'm not. I mean, I'm on Facebook with friends and stuff of mine, but that's it.
You are on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I do is worry about my little boy, and I'm at the library every day trying to find a new job.
Did you send her those photos?
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
And then these messages right here. Are those you? Is that you're just phone to phone, or is that on a social media app?
Yeah, it's phone to phone.
You had 2 phones on you.
Yeah.
So which phone were those text messages on?
The smartphone, because it's easier to text on. The other one is like a prepaid, a state phone,
Okay.
and it's a pain to text.
Why do you have 2 phones?
One is my prepaid with minutes.
Okay.
The other one's that I hooked up. I just use it for Wi-Fi and stuff.
Okay.
Because my prepaid, I don't get Wi-Fi. And like apps and stuff, like Facebook, you
Yeah,
know,
I need
my
Wi-Fi.
email, everything. The other one I get all my apps and stuff, so that's why I use that too.
Gotcha. So, do you see on here what makes us concerned about your intent?
Yes, I do.
And this girl told you how old was she? What did she tell you?
I'm about to turn 14.
She was still 13.
Mm-hmm.
Did she send you a picture?
Mm-hmm.
And what did she look like?
Dark hair.
Did she look 13?
Like 17,
Yeah.
18, yeah.
Did you tell her that? Did she look older?
I don't know if I said she was older. I said she talks, you know, really.
Did she?
Yeah.
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 Did she have to tell you more than once that she was 13?
Yeah, she told me once.
And did you believe her?
Not at first. No.
But then when?
I mean, I really still had, you know, doubts. I mean, I don't know. You know, so a lot of people lie on there, you know. So.
When you showed up tonight, did you believe she was 13?
That didn't even look like her.
No.
No.
What did you think when you saw the girl?
That it wasn't her.
And why'd you stay?
Well, I didn't really get a chance to talk to her. She went in the room.
Yeah. She laid out the gifts that you brought her.
Mm-hmm.
And you asked for a hug.
But yeah, just like, you know, I ask for everybody for a hug when I first meet them or whatever.
You do?
Just, yeah. I mean, if you see somebody, you know.
But you said you didn't. She looked like someone you knew.
No.
So let's square that away. When you got there, did you think that she was Bailey?
I didn't know.
Okay. You're still willing to be open to the fact that might be Bailey.
Well, I was trying to look at her, you know, and talk to her more, but I wasn't able to. Because that's when everything turned into a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. But before the nightmare was laying out the chips and the iced tea and candy bar. And she was looking at you, and she was excited and happy. And it didn't seem like you were like, you don't look like Bailey. You actually asked for a hug.
I mean, I assumed it was her, but I mean, I looked at her. I mean, she did look different, you know. I mean, I was hoping, I was assuming it was her, you know. I just got the phone with her, so. But she did look different a little bit.
If she wanted to have sex tonight, would you have?
No.
Why not?
For one, I had really, really doubts of even knowing her, honestly. But, I mean, I did go there to watch, you know, hang out, whatever. But I swear on my little boy, I wasn't going to have sex with her. I really wasn't.
Well, then help us understand this.
What, the texting?
Yeah, what you were saying to her. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's right, why you're confused. That's about the party. About you wanting to feel, you want her to feel you inside her. I mean, I know what that means to me.
Yeah, I know. I should never say no stupid shit like that.
And you're talking about wanting to make her come.
I know. That was just wrong.
What did you think that, like, what is she supposed to read from that? Like,
Well, I mean, honestly, when I was talking to her, I mean, I was hoping that there was a chance that, you know, that it was just, I don't even know why I said that to her.
But you were kind of hoping that it was going to happen.
No.
No? You were just going to say that.
No, I wasn't even planning on having sex with her.
No.
I didn't bring condoms, nothing. I brought food.
Do you ever have sex without condoms?
What's that?
Do you ever have sex without condoms?
Just my son's mom.
So the answer is yes, then.
Yeah, my son's mom. But we were together for a while.
And there's ways to make girls come without having sex. So you're talking about wanting to make her come because her ex-boyfriend couldn't. So was that at all part of the plan?
No, I didn't have no plans of that tonight.
No. Do you think that a girl that you text like this thinks you're gonna have sex? If this is the way you're talking to her before you show up?
I mean, we didn't talk about having, when I was going over there tonight, nothing about having sex.
When did these messages happen?
A couple of days ago, when I first, maybe a couple of days after we started talking.
But isn't it true that today's the first opportunity that she had to be alone?
I don't know. She told me that her mom went away. I mean, I don't know.
So I mean, if her mom wasn't away.
But I mean, I don't know if she had prior opportunities, to be alone. I didn't really ask her.
No?
No.
Do you think she would have invited you over to hang out and watch the football game if her mom was home?
No.
Right, why?
I mean, I don't know, because a guy,
A guy, and what else?
And she's there with her mom, and well, I mean, my age too.
I would say that would be the biggest factor.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
40.
40.
And how old did you tell her you were?
30.
Did you tell her that in there?
Yeah, I lied about my age because I didn't know she was lying about hers.
Well, usually, I don't know. I mean, maybe I've come from a different generation. And usually when people lie about their age, they usually say they're older than they are, right?
Yeah, you just...
Not usually, people don't usually say they're younger than they are, do they? Except for a man who's 40 and wants to have sex with a girl, I'd say he's younger. People always lie and say they're younger than they are?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely talked about her age. So there was no disputing that she was clearly explaining to you that she was not yet 14, she was 13.
Mm-hmm.
So you knew you were going to a 13-year-old's house where her mom was not home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know you had engaged in conversation with her by text, talking about what you wanted to do to her sexually.
But I wasn't even going to do it though.
But even just the talk.
So are we to believe you weren't going to do it?
I wasn't.
Who convinced us?
I swear I was just going over there to have some food when I lost the game.
Do you see something wrong with just that part, though? What if she was just 13 and wanted to just hang out? What if she was just all over you? And there's no parents there, and you could have spent the whole night there. I mean, isn't that dangerous for you?
What did you tell your sister you were doing? Because I doubt if you told her you were meeting a 13-year-old girl.
I just said I was going to hang out with a girl.
She drove you from Norwalk to Fairfield?
Mm-hmm.
And then what did you tell her about getting a ride home?
I said I was going to call her and have me pick me up.
How old's your sister?
28.
She's good to you like that? She'll go back home to Norwalk and come back to Fairfield and pick you up?
Yes, she wasn't. I mean, we're close.
What would you do if you came home after you told your son you were going out for 20 minutes? And you came home and there was a 30-year-old guy sitting next to your son who was 10, not too much younger than this girl. Huh? What does that say to you? Anything?
I know what you're saying.
What would you believe that guy to be doing? You ever done this before?
No, sir. I never met no girl anyway.
No?
Nope, never.
Have you tried and it just hasn't happened?
Nope.
Yeah. So what's going on in your life that you reached out for someone now?
I mean, I just hit it off with her and just, I mean, I don't know.
Is this a recurring problem for you, reaching out to younger girls?
No. Nope, not at all, I swear.
Did you know what was wrong?
Yeah, I know it's wrong.
Well, that's a start.
You on probation?
No, sir.
Is your case and all completed?
No.
It's still going through court?
Yeah.
Is your son with his mom tonight?
Please help me.
Well, how can we help you? Tell us how we can help you. Did you go to counseling?
I got connected counseling.
For drugs?
Yeah. Addiction?
No. I don't know that, but I mean for anything else? You
No.
talk about anything else?
No, sir.
Do you think you need to talk about anything else now? Or this was just a one-time thing that's never going to happen again?
No, I want to talk to a counselor. I know I've never talked to nobody. None of them more than that.
That's not bad again.
What other sites do you talk to strangers on? Whisper and what else?
That's it.
Really?
I have friends on Facebook.
You talk to strangers though?
On Facebook?
Yeah.
No.
Do you accept people that you don't know?
No.
What's your Facebook name?
My name's Dupee. I don't really, Facebook's all gossip. I go once in a while to talk to my little boy, that's it.
You going to child pornography?
That's it?
You ever looked at any child porn?
No.
So if we were looking at your phones, are we going to find stuff on there? Maybe saved pictures of young girls or
Nope.
boys or anything?
Nope. There's nothing on there. I never looked at anything. I swear to God.
So what's going on in your life if this happened now?
I mean, I've been single, lonely. I hit it off with her. And that was it. I've been single for...
So to just kind of recap, you're saying you're lonely, you got along with her, you guys really hit it off. So you, a 40-year-old man, were going over to a 13-year-old girl's house with no parents there to just hang out and watch football.
Yes, I was.
But there's something majorly wrong with that. Do you see that?
Yeah,
Like,
yes, I did.
dangerous. Dangerous for the little girl. Is it ever okay for a 40-year-old stranger to be allowed into a 13-year-old little girl's house with no one else home? What would you think if you heard about that on the news? Like, oh my God, this 13-year-old girl let in a 40-year-old stranger into her house to hang out. Would you consider that dangerous?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. But then we throw on the fact that you're telling her that you're going to make her come. And you want to feel on the inside of her. You throw that on top of that really wrong situation of just going to hang out with her. I think you gotta kind of come to terms with that. And kind of admit that you would have had sex with her if she was into it.
No, I wasn't. I wouldn't
I don't
have.
think you were gonna like hold her down and rape her, and I don't think anyone believes that. But I think if she was a 13-year-old that was into you, you would have been okay with that.
No, I wouldn't have had sex with her. I wouldn't have.
What would have stopped you if she was all over you?
I would have just told her I can't do it.
What would you have done?
I would just said I can't do it, you know, and just talked.
What if she was like, well, then why do you say those things to me by text? That's why you're here. That's why she wanted you to come over.
I would have just got around it. I wouldn't have did it. I was not gonna have sex with that girl. I wasn't.
You had no way out of there. You had no car you could drive away with. You're planning on spending the night, right?
No, I was gonna get picked back up.
You told Chris Hansen you were gonna spend the night.
No, I was gonna get picked back up.
Tonight?
Yep.
Well, downstairs what was they said your sister? What we call your sister if she comes and gets you?
Yeah, she was gonna come get me.
Back tonight?
Mm-hmm. Her and my brother, they were going to come get me.
That's if you didn't stay over, because you said in the house that you were hoping to stay over. That's what you said.
Or did you guys communicate that? You and Bailey? Did you guys talk about you spending the night?
No.
No. That doesn't make that big a difference, though.
Listen, there's no plausible explanation for a 40-year-old man to wait and be in a house with a 13-year-old girl when there's no parents home. There's only one reason for a guy to do it, and that's for sex. So you can say whatever the hell you want to say, but you're lying. You're lying to yourself. You don't lie to us. We know why you were there. You're lying to yourself. Admit it to yourself, and let's get on with it. Because there's no other reason for you to be there.
I wasn't going to have
You're going to have, you could sit and watch a football game with your son. Can't you? Can't you?
Not tonight, no.
Any other night.
Only on Sundays.
Okay, so on Sunday you could sit around and watch a football game with your son and bring him a chocolate bar and all the other stuff that you brought over there, couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't you? You could, absolutely. But no, you chose to come to Fairfield from Norwalk on a rainy Thursday night to sit down with a 13-year-old girl whose parents were home to do what? To do what? Be honest. To do what? No. To do what?
To chill and watch the
To
football
do
game
what?
with her.
No, not to chill and watch the ball game with her. To eventually have sex with her.
I wasn't
You were
gonna
hugging her within the first minute you're in the house. You're trying to hug her. You're pushing yourself on her right in front of us. She didn't want to hug you. She didn't do anything to indicate she wanted a hug from you. You went at her. Do you even realize that?
All I think we should ask her for a hug.
Right, but you're getting physical, and you're trying to tell us, no, I wasn't going to do anything. I just want to hang out and watch the football game. Well, you were getting physical with her in the first 60 seconds you were in the house.
No, I was just saying like hello, you know, like a hello
She's a
hug.
little baby. She's a 13-year-old little girl. Who does that? And talks about sex with her like that. After even seeing a picture of her. She's a little girl. Do you see that in the pictures? Do you see she's a little girl? Look. Does that look like a football buddy?
I have football buddies, but they're usually guys that are at the bar. John, listen. You need to admit things that you did to yourself and to us so that you can get on with your life. By sitting here and bullshitting us, which we're not believing, obviously, that you're there to watch a football game is crap. So if you want any chance of making a phone call and getting out of here tonight, tell us why you were really there, and then we'll get on with it.
I told you, I wasn't gonna have sex with her.
So you were lying in the text messages?
What?
Were you lying to her in the text messages then?
I didn't plan on doing anything with her.
Why did you text her those things?
You know what I think? I think he's inadequate. He couldn't have sex with her. And he didn't want to have sex with a 13-year-old because he couldn't have sex with a 13-year-old because she's afraid that she would probably show him what to do. And that wouldn't make him feel very well about himself. Probably make him feel worse. Is that the deal?
I wasn't gonna have sex, but I don't even know why I said those things.
Well, you got yourself in a bad situation, and the only way I can figure out is that you're going to get any kind of like funneling toward help versus being hammered, is if you can take responsibility for why you were there and admit you have a problem, and then people can start helping. Because you say all these things by text behind the computer screen, where you put your body right there, and then now you say, oh no, I wasn't really going to do it, I just want to hang out.
Do I have a body?
You probably have a bond. You have criminal history too, right? Yes, criminal history.
Yeah, you got a pending case. How were you out on your other case?
I can't really get a PTA.
How were you out on your other case? Were you out on a PTA? Or a bond?
A real estate bond.
Well, either way, it was part of the condition of your bond. What is the condition of a bond? That you don't get arrested. Right? When you're out on bond, you sign a form that says, I will not get in trouble, I will not get arrested, correct?
I've never been in trouble before besides that, so I don't
But
know.
that's not the question. When you sign a bond to get out, you're signing that you will not get in trouble while you're out on bond. Yet here you are, getting arrested. So how can we let you out on a PTA when the bond says you shouldn't commit a crime? Plus, like Beth said, you want help, there's one avenue. You don't, you can't help people that don't want to help themselves. We'll be trying to tell you. If you want to help yourself, we'll get you the help. We'll write it in a report, and when it goes to court, they can get you the help. If not, drug cases, this case, North Avenue is in your future. Is it going to be counseling or North Avenue? You decide.
What's my bond?
So we'll decide that ourselves, won't we? What would you like your bond to be?
Whose real estate bond is that? Your sister?
Yeah, Mom.
Mom in Norwalk?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was it? How much?
140,000.
For marijuana charge?
No, that was sales.
Just pills.
Is there anything else you want to tell us? Anything else? What does your tattoo say? Everything happens for a reason.
Tell us what this reason is.
I swear to God, I'm not that guy.
But you haven't convinced us that you're not. Until you say something to convince us. That's all we have to go on.
You said all those things, and we came to your door and knocked on your door and said, you're a bad guy because of the way you're talking to this girl. You saying I would never have done anything with her, I never would have done anything I said, that's more believable because we're at your house. You never took the actual moves of coming to the 13-year-old. But you made a plan and you executed it to come to see this girl knowing she was alone, knowing her age, knowing what she looked like, and knowing you discussed having sex with her and teaching her. Anything else you want us to know, John?
Just please help me so I can get out of here. Now my mom and my son love me to find out about me.
Stand up. Stand up and turn around. And then behind your back. My keys again. Oh,
I'll take them like that. That's fine.
I'll just double up and squeeze.
All right, John, come on. We'll go upstairs.
You got it?